Well, hello there guys. Today we're going to be doing a Shogun 2 Total War battle. I know you guys have been somewhat enjoying these Total War battles, so make sure to support it if you do want to see more. And we're actually playing in Fall of the Samurai, so there's going to be rifles, there's going to be gunfire, and we have been sent to Kyoto to report to the Emperor and remove radicals from the Imperial Court. As his army approached Kyoto, a Satsuma force blocked the way. Armed with Western artillery, the Satsuma and their Chosu allies intended to keep the Shogun's army out of the city. After 2 bloody days of fighting, the Shogun's army retreated to Osaka Castle. Let's see how it goes, my friends. Let's jump in.
After the Battle of Sekigahara, the Tokugawa shogunate dominated Japan. Those who fought Tokugawa Ieyasu became the Tozama, the outsiders. Disgraced, the Tozama daimyo and their descendants were forever excluded from positions of power. Instead, they looked abroad, prospering through commerce with China and the West. Threatened by the newly wealthy Tozama, Tokugawa Iemitsu, grandson of Ieyasu, closed the ports of Japan, banning all foreign trades. For over 200 years, Japan remained isolated. With no enemies, the power of the shogunate waned. Then in 1853, a fleet of American warships forced open the ports of Japan. The shogun was humiliated. Revolutionary ideas and machines from the West began to flood the country. With the shogun's position weakened, his enemies began to circle. The Tozama daimyo, even the emperor himself, see the chance to bring down the Tokugawa and rule Japan.
Alright guys, exciting. I mean, that intro was very, very cool. So I want to live up to the expectancy, of course, here. And try, the expectations, I should say. To try and see if we can get a victory here, guys. I'm not sure what we're armed with, but I'm loving the setup to this battle. Very fascinating.
Tension in Japan. The Tokugawa shogunate is in turmoil. The Satsuma and Choshu clans have rallied to the emperor in a bid to restore his power. Their troops mass in the imperial capital Kyoto in an effort to intimidate the political classes. They are led by Saigo Takamori, a samurai from Satsuma province. Respected throughout Japan for his honor and integrity, Takamori believes passionately in the emperor's cause. He is prepared to fight to see the emperor restored to political prominence as in former days. He stretches the patience of the shogun, and now it has snapped. From his base in Osaka Castle, Shogun Tokugawa Yoshinobu has sent a letter to the emperor's court detailing Takamori's treachery. To ensure that the letter reaches the emperor, Yoshinobu has sent his army to deliver it. Saigo Takamori has no intention of letting the shogun's army reach Kyoto. He has blocked the road at Toba and Fushimi. And so war has come. Your task is to prevent the shogunate army from reaching Kyoto.
Okay, guys, interesting. So we have to stop the shogunate.
Our orders are to
My
prevent them
gosh.
reaching Kyoto to the northwest. Block their exit from the battlefield.
Well, it already kind of looks like my guys more or less know what they're doing. They're kind of set up, break any shogunate units to attempt to break through to Kyoto. So I'm going to start setting these guys up in a better position in the woods. I'll probably switch this around, don't worry. And if we can get in there, that would be even better. If not, fair enough. We've got some more men, and I want them to come onto the field as well. So let's go ahead and bring them out just in a standard formation. In fact, we could do this a lot better. Let's go ahead and get them in a guard battery formation. I've thought this out, you're damn right. There we go, something like, well, we want to stretch that a bit more. Let's try again. Let's do a double line. This way we at least have some reinforcements, and I think that's a pretty good setup. Alright guys, the army's on the move. We must show the Shogun that we are not intimidated by his forces. That Japan will remain a samurai state. Something like that. Or that the Shogun, the Shogun will be in power, not the Emperor. The Emperor is just a figurehead, we know that, and he's also a huge, just cesspool of foreign influence. Oh, sorry, wait, we're the cesspool of foreign influence, that's right. Nonetheless, we'll do whatever we can to stop the Emperor, put the power in the hands of the Shogun, no matter what it takes. And I hope we get it there in time, because there's going to be a lot of shooting here, and the enemy troops are getting pretty close, guys. Also, my men are going to be very tired. Okay, here we go. Some of our men are at least approaching. We can see on the mini-map, getting into a decent position. I wish we could get into these buildings, but I don't think we can. We can, however, start setting up over here. And these men know how to use a rifle. So let's bring forward the wonderful Black Bear Infantry. If I'm not mistaken, these guys excel at melee combat, mostly. But I feel comfortable that during this battle they could score a lot of nice hits on the enemy. We want to keep moving forward our boys. Get some good hits. We do have some guys that are strictly samurai, and we will send them in for close combat, but we want to be careful, guys. Looks like our first infantry unit has arrived here. Actually, we could use him. No, I'm going to set him up in the woods. We've got to have a woods defense set up.
On the line, sir. Let them take ready for orders, sir.
Alright, let's get the daimyo. Start firing. Here we go, boys. Yeah, baby. Black Bear Infantry. And we have my favorite unit right here, the Gebetai. And they're going to hold out against these enemies that are approaching right now. Let's get back to the action, my friends. Alright, some nice attacks there. I think we can actually take our samurai and finish them off. Give them the Ona. And we'll also take the Yarikachi. I think the Yarikachi we're going to hide behind this house, because they're just going to take some nasty shots, and that's not fun. Let's focus on this next group of spear levies. Traitors to the Shogun. Let's make an example of them. Come on, boys.
Our orders.
Fire. Good shots. And that is a spear levy. I believe those are regular Ashigaru. So they're going to break pretty quickly as far as I'm concerned. And let's make sure we bring in the rest of our army up. I want to make sure these guys are in a decent position. We've got the Yariki. I don't think they're very good at any sort of combat involving guns. Put it that way. Now, I don't like that these guys are getting kind of on the other side of the map, but unless they try to break behind us, which would be really, really, really pathetic, I think we'll be okay. And the main army of the enemy is approaching, the main body of that army. Keep shooting, boys. The Black Bear Infantry are incredible. In fact, we're going to open up their lines even more.
At the double! At the double!
Give everybody a chance. Let's slow down here to see how this goes. I have to slow down, guys, to see this. Black Bear ready to fire. Boom! Oh, look at those projectiles. And we are smashing through the enemy. If you guys like this slow motion thing, let me know. We could maybe make a compilation of just this slow motion video. You can see the Black Bear Infantry there ripping them apart. Look at all those enemies down. We'll get back to regular speed now. Boom! Just look at those hits. We need more of this. Wow. Alright, we gotta get set up because there's more enemies coming. This isn't it. We've also got our samurai. And apparently the enemy is coming back across the bridge. Probably a good idea. Move the Ashigaru forward. And we'll also start moving our line infantry forward over here to the woods. I think this is a good position to hold, especially since I think our men can pretty much deal with any threat coming this way. Although, probably not a bad idea to send one unit of riflemen over here to assist the Black Bears. And it looks like if the Kebetai get a little closer, they could probably get some shots on these guys crossing the river. This is a perfect opportunity for some shots. Kebetai set up. Oh, there we go. Go, 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 go. Fast. These guys are sort of the almost unofficial police unit against the Shogun and his, against the Emperor and his minions. Here we go. Fire. There's a lot of enemies on the way, guys. We're going to need a second line. Oh, here we go. Never mind. We're already dealing with spear levy. Looks like our men might have to get into a close combat fight here. The Kebetai are getting some shots. Come on, men. You've got better rifles. You've got bayonets on your rifles. Good shooting. Plenty more of the Shogun's force, or the Emperor's force, excuse me, coming this way, guys. Now, I am going to send one of our samurai units to assist in dealing with this spear levy. In fact, I'm going to go straight for the levy infantry. We can get them. I think we can, and hopefully our men are good enough on the rifleman line to hold off the enemy infantry. Samurai! Show them the old ways. Oh, yes. Oh, look at that, guys. Now that the samurai are in here, they're forced to fight. Oh, look at them getting slaughtered. This is how you win a battle, guys. That guy just got slashed. So this is going to look very good for the samurai. I do want to bring some more units forward. Let's get them back into that forest. We're going to make this a standpoint, because I think this is the best place to stand against the enemy. And our Kebetai are still holding them off, although it looks like they're going to have to deal with the spear levy very soon. They also took some nasty shots. Firing, men. Good shooting. You've been trained by the best in the West. This is why you're sort of winning. Now let's get the artillery up here on our mountain too. And everybody, as well as the general. Let's move them up, guys. Once again, if you enjoy this kind of gameplay, let me know. Maybe we can even do a Shogun 2 Total War campaign if we get a nice amount of views on this thing. I really want this to go far. So let's go ahead and get these guys here. We'll keep the samurai behind. And we'll keep this guy out in the open. Why not? There's a little hill here. Yariki. Time for you to assist your friends. Especially since a lot of the enemy are going to the west. I don't like that at all. Go with the Yariki. We need to save our men, even if it means only saving a few.
Orders understood.
Let's go ahead and charge the Yarikachi. We're going to take some nasty shots, but I think this is worth it. It's a sacrifice. And the Yarikachi, of course, they're spearmen, so we want to make sure they don't come back. We want to make sure that our men are having an okay time fighting them. Just look at that. They still have some samurai skills. Oh, nice. This guy is doing very well. And now, we're going to actually go on a full attack against the enemy. So this is actually going to be a melee attack with our wonderful police unit. We definitely lost a lot of them, but I feel like they're in the perfect mood for a nice charge. Keep it up, boys. Let's take a look at how much more. Look at that. We've still got a lot of men to fight, but we also have a lot of men left. Bring some riflemen over here to the left, because I think we're going to need them. We might also need this beautiful Katanakachi, and actually, these guys could probably help our current men in their predicament. I'm going to move these guys back as well. Just regular rifleman unit to start firing, because this is just a beautiful turkey shoot, basically, although it looks like we're going to have to deal with the Shogatai. Do not come back, Shogatai!
That's a double.
This is basically civilian swordsmen, but yeah, they can definitely get the job done. And let's bring in our wonderful Katanakachi. See if we can finish off this group of enemies right here, my friends. This is going to be a massive battle, so don't forget to offer your support as best you can. And hit that like button. I'm serious. I've never been more serious about hitting that like button before, guys. Especially since the rest of the army is approaching. Katanakachi! I'll actually send the general in for this one. Just temporarily. Don't forget he can also fire a rifle. And the enemy is approaching, guys. Make sure we don't have any other guys back here. Oh, we've got our artillery. Well, time to start setting it up. We'll also bring these samurai up as well. Here we go, guys. The katanas are charging. And I'm actually going to give my guys a rally. Not just a rally, but maybe a inspire. Make sure that we show these samurai we trust them with our lives. Charge, men! They're going to cut through these guys like butter. Look at the destruction. Alright, I think we can get this guy out of here now because, yeah, we're doing a good job, but I'm not sure how much of a difference the samurai can make. They are killing a lot of the enemy, but there's a lot of the enemy to kill. So I think we want to retreat back behind our line of guns. Looks like they've already started firing. Look at that. We still got our Yarikachi. We're going to send them in against the spear levy. Remember, we have a secondary line of defense. Fire levy infantry. Come on, boys. Got to get a view of them over the hill here. I want to slow down for that. And again, if you guys think these slowdowns are annoying, let me know, but I love them. Just look at that. Shows our bullets going into the enemy here. Of course, now we're going to have to reload. I wish the lines would shift, and I think that's a technology you can actually study later in the game. But right now, they're just kind of hoping for the best. Like, oh, well, they'll probably get shot. And there's a whole nother group of Imperial forces on the way. So we've got to be very careful. And look at this. Imperial, no way. No way. Imperial cavalry. I did not see this. Well, it looks like our samurai are going to have to go elsewhere, guys. Hopefully they can make a difference here. Doesn't look like we can form any sort of square either, which is kind of frustrating. Get them. So many enemies. And I could see why it was so hard for this general to win this battle. I mean, it's nearly impossible. Although our samurai are doing extremely well. Fire. There we go. We got Western cannons, but they're not going to help us too much with this many enemies, especially with all that cavalry advancing. And there's more of it. Does look like our general is assisting big time, though. Oh, I just saw one of our boys go down hard. Look at this. Even with the enemy right there. You know what? General, I think you can charge this unit. I hope so. Yes, it is a Shogatai unit, and I think with us charging them, we might be able to kill a whole bunch of them. For Bushido! This is the Bushido code, my friends. What happened to those cavalry units? Have they been destroyed? Definitely looks like there's a lot of dead cavalry on the field. We're shooting a few of them now. But man, look at that. There's still a whole bunch of Imperial infantry on the way. Unless we get really lucky, this is not going to go well. Let's go ahead and move these guys in to assist the general. In fact, I think it's time to pull him back if we can. If I have the Sable Cavalry. And of course, the general cannot die in this battle, although you can see right now that it looks like he probably will. Although these samurai have done everything they can against the revolver cavalry, you can see the battlefield itself is a mess. Look at that, guys. Unless we get reinforcements, I don't think it's possible to win the fight. I mean, what a hell of a fight. All right, we're gonna attack with general just to get the katana infantry close enough to strike. And also, they're attacking our bear infantry. If we lose them, there truly is no chance. You need to learn to use your rifles, men. Try to go ahead and flank attack here. It's the spear levy. Yarikachi. Hope we at least kill a few of them. I think we've at least definitely shown the Emperor that we're not going to just give in. Although at this point, that doesn't make much of a difference, my friends. Because look at that Imperial force over there. I mean, even if we beat these guys, which I'm not even sure is possible, we still have a whole Imperial force to deal with. But we are going to fight to the end like true samurai. Fire on the levy infantry. Levy infantry. And at this point, yeah, it looks like our general is nearly dead. Look at how many enemies are here. This is unbelievable. And now we're right there at the front lines, guys. True civil war has unfolded. Fire at the cavalry, boys. They're actually getting really good shots on the enemy riflemen right now, guys. It looks like they could break, especially with the assistance of these Katanakachi. Could we break the enemy here? I don't know. General is behind the lines, as he damn well should be. And we've got another unit back here getting some good shots on the enemy as well. Where's the general? I think he needs to give our men as much support as possible. And maybe even some unit commendations for the Kachi samurai here. And actually, I think I might charge. Or we could just set up a line and start firing. That might even be a better idea. That's the general's bodyguard, guys. We've got to take that guy out. Of course, destroying the general's bodyguard would be a huge plus to us. We're trapped here on the side of the river. It's our only hope. Keep it up, boys. One down. Two down. Keep it up. Got to get that general's bodyguard. I mean, he is running, but we need someone with a good shot here. And it looks like that Katana Samurai finally fell back. Shameful display. Definitely a shameful display. Nice. We're chasing them down. And again, now what's going on?
We've been given the slip, Commander. Chase these men down before they can march on Kyoto.
Jeez, now we have to go chase these guys. We've already done such a good job holding down the enemy. But alright, guys, we'll do it. And we could just take a look at the battlefield. It's been a nasty one. Enemy flags, our flags all over the place. It's been a lot of gunfighting, but it's also been a tremendous amount of close combat, especially here near the river. This is where it really went down. Where are the enemy? Got to get to those guys. But really just a ton of combat over here. As soon as we saw them in the river, that's when our men started opening up, and you can see the results. I mean, it was an unbelievable gun battle. Nice little battle by the river, but it worked out wonderfully for us. And now, guys, it's all about whether or not we can actually capture the enemy here. And even then, I'm not really sure what happens. I've never played this mission before, but I'm certainly playing it now. Okay, so we're going to try to get in front of them, unless they can just walk right off the map. That would be frustrating. Come on, boys. I don't think there's any way for us to know that these guys were going to Kyoto. We should get a victory by default. Especially if all they have to do is walk off the map, guys. That's a little disappointing. We've done so much, and now we may have to surrender.
An enemy unit has invaded.
That's it. Our mission has failed, all because they escaped to Kyoto. Kind of a silly way for a mission to end, don't you think? Guess we should have kept some units behind, but I had a freaking hell of a lot of fun. I hope you guys had a lot of fun. I think the reason we lost, well, because they escaped. Otherwise, we pretty much won, as far as I can tell. But you guys let me know what you think, and obviously, if you want to see some more of this game, let me know in the comments down below. We're going to do our best to make it possible, and maybe even start a campaign, but you guys have to watch it, so don't forget to hit that subscribe button, comment, like, etc. There we go, guys. So we lost 1812, enemy lost 2248 and 1458. We had a hell of a lot of enemy killed, 3,686. We should get a commendation for that, but we'll accept the loss. But I hope you guys enjoyed. I thought it was fun as hell. So make sure to let me know if you want me to do a series on Shogun 2. Thanks, guys. Take care. Have a great day.